Hello, everybody. It's me, Paul Thorn. It's time for another episode of Tales and L's. It's where we talk to different talented singer-songwriters and find out a little bit about them. And today, I'm very excited to have a longtime friend, the great Foy Vance. How are you, buddy?
Very good. Good
to
be
see
here.
you, man.
Yeah.
What's been going on?
Well, very little the last couple of days, just chilling out in this boat.
Yeah. Tell them where we're at.
We're on the Cayamo cruise is where we're at. But as to where we're exactly at, somewhere in the middle of the Caribbean Sea.
But for those that don't know, tell them what the Cayamo is.
Cayamo cruise is it's like a festival on a boat. Would that be a good way to describe it?
Yeah, it's perfect.
But like a songwriters festival. The last time I was on here, it was like Chris Stapleton, John Prine, John Hyatt. This year's Emily Harris, Jason Isbell, yourself, Casey Chambers, Kev Moe. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not like your regular cruise, is it?
It's not.
It's pretty high-end cruise.
No, it's not. Yeah. I remember the first time I met you was on the Delbert McClinton Blues cruise, and I saw you for the first time. Me and my wife came, and we were blown away. And I'm glad we had that night because you set the bar real high and made me go practice more. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good cruise.
This is a stock question, but people are interested. What brought you getting into music? What got you into music?
Well, you know what? The stock answer would be music. You know what I mean? It was one of those ones where, like, I'd never thought about doing music as a career, so to speak.
Yeah.
Not until I was in a band already for 2 years doing it that I realised, I could maybe do this for the rest of my life type thing. So I was always just a music fan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Loved writing, loved singing, loved playing, and that's completely what got me hooked. Which is a good way around now. I think getting into the business now must be weird because there's so much onus put on Facebook likes we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
There's all this peripheral stuff that isn't really anything to do with the
numbers determine your worth.
Yeah, right. And it's like, no, hang on. What about the music? So yeah, just kind of that's what got me into it. Just a love of music, and then that in turn led me into a couple of cover bands playing, and playing around Belfast, around Ireland, and the UK a little bit. But then after a while of that, I think I was writing songs on the side,
Yeah.
And I just felt like doing the cover things wasn't quite cutting it. I needed to.
Yeah, that'll only take so far.
Yeah, but the thing was, it wasn't even that I don't. Well, maybe I'm just rose tinted glassing this, but I don't remember it being that I wanted to take it further. It was just that I had songs that I was tired of singing other people's songs. I wanted to sing my own songs because I'm enjoying writing them, and I knew I was gonna, I knew I wasn't a pop writer. I knew I wasn't going to be on the charts. I knew I wasn't going to make a lot of money anytime soon. So it was just about, if you're going to be here we're only here for a short while, Paul. If you're going to be here, you do what you love and do it often. Is my take. So that's what got me into it. Just realizing that actually there's no money in working. I'm just going to keep on singing.
Well, that's such a good way to look at it. That's why your music's so spiritual. Yeah. And I was listening to your record, The Wild Swan. I'm assuming that's your most current record.
Yeah, that's the last one. Yeah.
And I've been walking around all day and yesterday going upbeat, feel good. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that, and it's a great song. And I listened to this other song that I liked a lot. It was Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that every girl is someone else's daughter.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said it right, but boy, isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah. What inspired that song?
Coco.
What is that?
Yeah, she's my daughter's friend. Well, she's my friend. She's the kind of Ella and her are really tight friends, and
they're same age.
Yeah, similar age. Yeah, she's more Bella's age actually, just a year younger than Ella.
Okay.
Yeah, she's just a great girl, just a real cookie girl, and I was just messing around with a guitar one day.
Yeah.
As you do, making up silly songs about them both,
Yeah.
But when I started singing that to her, hey Coco, what do you know?
Yeah.
The hills are covered in snow or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't, I thought, actually that's got something. I quite like that. So
yeah.
So I finished it.
Oh well, how about playing us a song, man?
Yeah.
Y'all are in for a treat.
Coco, what do you know? Do you know that the hills are covered in snow? Where does it come from and where does it go? Tell me, do you know, Coco? Coco, what do you know? Do you know why the workmen are digging that hole, making a mess of every single road? Tell me, do you know, Coco? You don't know where the whales go in the water. You don't know why in space there's no such thing as time. But you know every girl is someone's daughter. And your daddy must be proud. I'd be proud if you were mine. Coco, what do you know? Do you know all about the trains of old? Well, they only moved when they burned up coal. Tell me, do you know, Coco? You don't know where the whales go in the water. You don't know why in space there's no such thing as time. But you know every girl is someone's daughter. Your daddy must be proud. I'd be proud if you were mine. Don't know where the whales go in the water. You don't know why in space there's no such thing as time. But you know every girl is someone's daughter. Your daddy must be proud. I'd be proud if you were mine. Coco, what do you know? Do you know what happens to your very soul? Where does it come from? Where does it go? Tell me, do you know, Coco?
That's beautiful. I love that song. I love that song.
Thank you.
Well, now we got to address the elephant in the room. Well, you got to do some shows with Elton John.
Oh yeah.
First
The
record,
elephant in the room.
the first. I mean, that's a big one, man. The first record I ever bought with my own money was Elton John's Greatest Hits.
Wow.
And what? Tell me how that went down.
Do you know what?
What happened?
It's hard to know where to begin.
Yeah.
With that, well, how did it happen? Ed Sheeran, that's how it happened. Ed played him my record, and he liked it, and invited me and my manager and Ed and his manager around for dinner one night, and we got chatting.
Elton did.
Yeah.
You got just invited you
yeah,
out.
so we went to Elton's house and had
Wow.
had pizza.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a trip, and he invited me out to do some shows with him.
What was that like? Was the audience receptive?
Yeah. Yeah,
They were?
Yeah, they were great. Absolutely great. Yeah,
It's an older audience, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you know what? From a different era of music, you know, like they're less. It's if they hear it and they like it, then it's good music. You know what I mean? They're not. They
Right.
don't have any of these filters of whether they're supposed to like it or not. You know what I mean?
Get the opening act off the stage. We come see. So
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're more open to
Yeah.
just whatever is happening, and they're all there to see Elton. So I'm gravy, really. You know, I think that's what I like about
I
support.
bet you grab them though. I bet you grab them.
Well, that's your job as the opener,
yeah.
isn't it? You know, you gotta go out and say.
Was he cool?
More than cool.
Really?
More than cool. Really cool. Yeah. Well, we'd chat all the time. He'd call me in and we'd sit and have long-winded yarns about all kinds of stuff.
That's
you know,
awesome,
he's
man.
a funny guy. He's very funny.
His body of work is up there with anybody's, in my opinion.
Yeah. Do you know what, man? The one thing that really struck me that I remember telling everyone about was going to the first couple of shows. And if you're anything like me, when you're on the road all the time and you're opening up for these people, you've so much to do backstage, getting your gear together, or whether it's going out and selling CDs if you're doing that, or you know, getting off stage and getting your gear packed up because you've got a 5-hour drive to the next place or whatever. I don't always go out and see the other artists, and if I do, I go out for a song or two,
I know
and then I go back and sort of.
absolutely.
So I did that with Elton. I went out. We were in Australia the first time I supported him, and I said to Hammy, I'm just going to nip out and hear a song or two here. I'll be back in a second. I can't even remember what it was we had to do, but I didn't come back for the whole set because it was just. Every song was like, I forgot he wrote that.
Oh man!
I forgot he wrote that, and and that's his, and he went through the whole spectrum, Yeah, it was pretty mind-boggling.
Well,
I'm doing it. He's 70 this year, I think.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The other thing I have to touch on it. I can't help it. You did a tour with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about how y'all connected.
Well, that was through. His dad is an avid music fan as well, but when he saw Ed's interest in music, he thought, okay, well, the only way, if he's genuine about this, let's kind of immerse ourselves in it. So he would take him to loads of gigs all over the country, and my gig happened to be one of them. He actually came to see a band called Nizlopi, who I don't know if you've heard of them in the States, but they're a great band. He came to see them, and I was on after them, and he saw me there, and then he came to see, he told me once it's something like 42 shows he came to see of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Ed did.
Yeah.
Well, there ain't no doubt you was a big influence on him, because, like I said, the first time I saw you build that track with your computer and everything, and he I'm not saying, I don't mean this in a bad way, but he stole your shit.
Well, he's welcome to it, He's welcome to it,
Well, I don't mean that in a bad way, but you're a direct influence. There ain't no doubt about it. There ain't no doubt about it.
Have you seen him live?
No.
Oh, do you know what? If ever he's passing town or ever you're close, let me know. I think you'd. I always say to anyone, even people that don't like Ed or think they don't like Ed, they think they don't like that his music or whatever. I say, you know what? Just go and see him live.
Yeah.
Go and see him live and then talk.
That's the same thing they say about you.
Yeah.
That's the same thing they say about you. Everybody I meet, I say, you gotta go see Foy, man. Yeah. I always say that.
Spreading the word.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me, man. And I always love seeing you. And I recorded one of your songs I did one cover album, and I recorded one of your songs, and I asked, it's completely your song, and the lyrics you had were completely. There's nothing wrong.
Well, then why did you change them, Paul?
Well, I had something. I just had something I wanted. Well, I'm telling you, I just wanted to say something a little different that was more me. But it's still your song, obviously. We've never done it. It's like it's gonna sink or swim. But maybe we could try to sing it.
Yeah.
And you sing. You could sing a verse and. I could sing a verse, maybe.
Yeah.
There's only 2 verses, right?
Yeah. You sing your own, I'll sing my own.
You sing yours. We'll cut heads. No. This is a beautiful song. I love this song. I always thought this was a hit song, man. It's a hit. It may not be a hit, or maybe it is a hit, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, it's no disrespect to Ed, but it's something that should be a hit, just like that stuff he's doing.
Well,
that's what I think.
It would be lovely if it was. How can we change that?
Huh?
How can we make that happen, Paul?
We need to. I think if you had hair, it would help. It would help.
Mike Farris once said that to me.
What?
Mike said he was talking to you and he was going, I've heard Foy's great, isn't he? And you said, imagine how dangerous he'd be if he had hair.
You can have a pretty face, but if you got an ugly head, it's all for naught.
That's not an ugly head. It's just
I didn't say you did.
That's a nice wee round head. If you're going to have a bald head, I've got a relatively decent shaped one to have, I'd have thought.
Well, the skulls are pretty interchangeable. It's the face you got going, man. You got a good face.
Oh yeah. Hey, do you know what? Speaking of things that you said before we sing this, I've been using something that you said, and I don't even know if you remember saying it, and I don't even know if it makes sense. But you said, what were we talking about? Whatever we were talking about, you said to me, well, you know what they say, for you can lead a horse to water, but you ain't gonna get Coke from a Kool-Aid can.
That's right.
Or Kool-Aid from a Coke can, is it?
You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot get Kool-Aid out of a Coke can.
I don't even know what it means, but I like it. I've kept it ever since.
I don't either. But if you say it, and they'll think you're a genius.
Yeah, well, I did that night.
Yeah.
You see, because you didn't laugh or anything. You just said it and then went back to your business. And I thought, wow, that's deep.
You had to think on that one, didn't you? Well, let's sing this song.
You take the first verse or second verse?
I'll take the second one because I need to get a feel for what you got going.
Okay. Well, they say that love is hard to find. I sure find it hard to find mine. And then love walked right up to my face, said you can only love what you die for, babe. Well, shed our little light so I can find you. Don't let darkness hide you from my face. Shed our little light so I can find you. Well, I'd surely die for your embrace.
I wish I could follow a star that would lead me to where you are. But I have learned that love takes two. I'm gonna need a little help from you. Sing it.
Well, shed our little light so I can find you. But don't let darkness hide you from my face. Shed our little light so I can find you. Well, I'd surely die for your embrace. They shed our little light so I can find you. Don't let darkness hide you from my face. Baby, I've got a light that's sure to find you, but it might just blind you before that day. Well, it might just blind you before that day.
Fantastic. That wasn't too bad.
We got there.
I think we did all right.
Did it sound like a number one?
I thought it did. Isn't that a great song? Wow, what a fun time being here with Foy. And I want to thank everybody out there in TV land for watching Tails and L's. And I wish everybody a good whatever's coming your way, whatever it is. I hope it's good. And don't forget to say a prayer for somebody tonight. See you later.
Don't forget, you ain't gonna get Kool-Aid from a Coke can.
That's right.
Genius,
That's right.
pure
Yeah,
genius.
well,